And so I said it, I need to tell the vibe. I just craft the why I'm on this work tonight. I keep it at the same, I'ma tell my ad. Girl, the beat you was since 40, why the guy while it just live. I will beat you even boy, it's like a Friday time my boy. I'm filled with so much fire, we'll be fighting all the night. I'm feeling this fire anyway, it's too like that can't happen. Money near the promise, sleeping on my corner, call I live. But baby, like the life, when you shake that I react. We panic at the troll, gotta think I know what that. I'm silent to my side, I'm make you from the side. If I'm make you from the side, gotta go, let you go, gotta go, let you go. I go, let you go. Well,
Welcome, this one is about to get underway. It's United 5 taking on Idle. The winner faces Czech 6 in the grand final of the Quakecon 2005 ET. We are banging straight underway. United 5 lining up with Silver, Spartan, Bob, Special, Aaliyah, and Axe on the Allied side, making their push down towards the main route. We have got Spy, Galad, HK, Langholz, and Dystons, aka Gazetta on the bottom level. This is Special using the momentum, drops down left, pulls in the Panzerfaust, just dropping one, but Aaliyah and Axe coming in. Idle have already fallen back 2 players to this flag. Spy is one of them, and he will just fall back. We have Galahad joining him, Allied player pushing in towards that 4 bunker, but the Axe has spawned on top of it. No such luck for him. And we have Special again on the bottom level. Dynamite yellow here. We have reinforcements. Special double Panzerfaust clearing out. HK and Galahad. Spartan though, dropped by Holt. Special last man standing, getting in there. Holt out for the count, but 3 down for the Axis team. Reinforcements coming in for the Allied United 5 side. Revive on Aaliyah. Superbly timed by Axe there. And now Aaliyah will drop that dynamite down. And United 5 have started this one very well. 60 seconds on the clock. 63 seconds on the clock. And the dynamite is down. That is clockwork.
Quite outstanding beginning to this game here. U5 making up for some lost time last night, showing us they can play these matches nice and quickly. We're watching, oh, not good, as we've seen Dynamite defused inside by the Idle team. Idle not about to be denied their opportunity at the grand finals. They want to come through here. We're watching for the next attack to come in. I'm following Spartan from U5 as an engineer. Has that rifle nade loaded up, wants to do some damage inside. Sees HK, let it rip, and tries to do, there we got switching to the bullets. Gonna try to trap him in a corner. Instead gets slapped down by some, well, a lot of fire going on in there. Just a lot of devastation happening inside. We're still waiting for another engineer from U5 to come in and repeat their very quick plan. Gotta keep attacking. We're watching for that next one. Where are engineers for U5 right now?
Well, Spartan just ran in, Galahad style against negative image on his own, no medic, going down, and well, that was, we picked up on Galahad last time inside again when he just went in, undisciplined, and was massacred, but here we go, Special, unable to use momentum, just getting plugged away by the MP40 shot. He hits the deck. Special had a good round with that Panzerfaust, but whang! 1, 2, 3, 4 grenades going in there, just annihilating the Czech 6, this U5 side, sorry, coming out of those tunnels.
Yes, and we're watching as Aaliyah is going to make another attack here as the engineer, holding back just a moment. The truck is moving forward just a little bit. They want to be careful about how far that truck comes forward. The next attack coming through by the U5 team, looking for the engineers inside. Idle trying to hold them off. Galahad spawns in. We're still watching for the engineer to go down. Axe is guarding that doorway. Silver guarding the doorway as well. Waiting for the engineer. Where's the plant? The engineer's coming off the spawn, moving into position. Aaliyah has that dynamite down. Flyers come out, and dynamite is now planted for the second time with 12 minutes left to go.
Allied side exchanging fire at the bunker. Dystons is the one to try and stop them. Dystons now has relayed that flag for the Axis C. Holes going in for the defuse. 15 seconds on it. Rifle nade. Holes bye-bye, but medics are there. Second engineer coming in, then another one. Where's the Panzerfaust? 10, he's going to get the defuse. He gets the shot coming in. Oh, no! Where was the Panzer? Where was the rifle? Anything explosive right there. Too little, too late. Holes and Lang combining well there for this Idle team who picked Supply Depot, which is interesting because United 5 yesterday against Motors simply... Medic.
5 minutes, soldier.
Drop a fire for effect somewhere around this area where we're hovering now, just on the first exit of those stairwells. You see how many people are going up here. Holmes has already gone there. Dyson's past his vicinity. It could rage if your opposition is heavily dependent on self-kill for their defense. We have Spy, Galahad, and Lang just operating the tunnel exit and the rock. Got some cover. Dynamite is going to be oh, Spartan's on the landmine right there. Picked up from above. Bob is the only man picked up, backed up by Aaliyah. Dynamite yellow on that main entrance. 2 minutes to cover him. Here come the reinforcements. To the outside side, but Dynamite down on the depot gate. The all-important one.
All right, we're watching this Dynamite as it counts down. 25 seconds left to go. Nice grenade by Wolf. Gotta get in there. Here comes the fuse by Lang. Lang slapped down by that grenade from Aaliyah. Aaliyah also gonna die there. Here we come for another defuse as Galahad gets everyone back up and running. 11 seconds left. Slapping him down with another toxin. And Silver comes in and does some damage. 6 seconds left. And there we go. A support fire by distance, doing a lot of damage, but not enough to stop that Dynamite from blowing the depot gate wide open. Now we're watching for that truck to come on down the hill and go into what could be a very good time here on Supply Depot as we're heading into the stage with the gold.
Well, we're right on the sort of norm, the 10-minute mark on average going by this. Now, what you have to admire though is Idle did everything right to try and get that defuse. Dyson pushed forward, support fighter trying to clear out the reinforcements, and then it was just a case of U5 having so many players spawning up at that command post area to lay down the fire, and Dyson's could only take down half of the team. Only half, anyway.
Only half. We do have Dynamite planted at the west wall. That's going to give them all 3 openings, east, west, and main. And, oh, wait, no, it's not, because they're going to get a Dynamite defused at the west wall, and so we'll be waiting. They still got plenty of options available to them to come in and attack and try to get these crane controls built. Looking at the U5 team, they're trying to come in that main entrance, coming up against heavy fire, artillery support raining down outside that depot gate, and I am watching Axe as he is trying to get himself inside the depot gate, try to find his teammates, make sure everyone's up and running, making his way. Once again, we have the west depot gate planted. Bolts versus Axe. Axe down for the count. Now we're watching for the next attack from United 5. A little boost going on here. Bob trying to get Silver over the wall and do just a little change in their attack plan.
Well, U5 can't get bogged down on what is one of the most unimportant stages. They're just going to get that Dynamite in. Idle will fall back pretty much instantly once they know that they're vulnerable from 3 places, and they need to just get it in. Current controls being built by Spartan right now. Oh, Lang having none of it, but Special now making his way through, backed up by Silver. They will push on away. Lang now taking damage from Special, coming in with that Thompson frag, and let's see whether this United 5 team can actually push on up. They have 3 players on the main stairway. HK is in there. One of the 2 players left up this idle side on the top level. HK dropping 1. Spy dropping HK with a team frag grenade. And now Silver has to make the most of this. U5 need to make a push while they have the numbers. Oh, they don't. They just have Silver. And let's see what this idle team have on this top level. HK, Dystons, now they've fully fallen back. Idle well in position for another assault.
And Special just runs in, doesn't look behind him, gets flanked by one of the idle players, and he's going to have to start over once again. Not going to be revived this time around. Distance coming through with some great grenade damage. All over the level, we see explosions. We're having a hard time getting these engineers inside to get those crane controls built. Watching Aaliyah, he's waiting for his teammates to come and give him some support so he can head upstairs, watching that Axis spawn to do as much damage as possible. Goes in, finds Spy, gonna try to trip him up. Instead, Holtz double teaming and Aaliyah down. We're watching outside again as we have another attack coming through. Have we any sign of the engineers making it to even to the top of the stairs to make an attack on those crane controls, or are they just not even coming close?
No, but they're keeping some of the Axis players just bogged down, not actually able to get in position. If you can do that with minimal numbers, then that's okay, but it's costing them most of their team to actually do it. Spy and Galahad back up in position. We're seeing Dysons exert a real influence on these stairways, and it's nothing that we wouldn't expect from him. He was Gazetta for U96D, who are obviously in the final. He was possibly their winning player for this Euro, for this past season in Europe. And now Special with that Pantherfast on the main stairs. Gonna toss a grenade to get in Galahad's direction. Galahad backing away. He needs his medic with him though. Rightfully bounced in by Spartan. Axe is gonna be his medic for Special. Now there in it goes again. Galahad jumping away for dear life. And they'll push around. Spartan will get the call. Special down. Hop, skip, jump, fires, boom, 2 down. Now it's the push. Axe going in. And this allied side are gonna lose their engineer. So crucially, but Spartan is the second one.
Here comes Spartan in position, has the fires out. He is going to get those crane controls felt and then get slapped down by some fire. Can they get in and get those pushed before they get destroyed? We have Bob outside, heading inside. Bob versus Lang. Lang with the pistol, and there we go. The button has been pushed, and that gold is on its way to the truck with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. The crowd goes crazy.
Well, you know, before this, players like No Thanks said if they can't do it on land, then whatever. But Bob was one of those that he questioned, and Bob just showed quite what he can do. 1, 2, 3. That could be the most influential play in this match. The goal is now nestled firmly in the back of that truck. Only 4 minutes left to go. Either way, this is going to be a very good time for Idle. Either way, we're looking at 12 minutes or more. And Idle are going to be very happy with that. Axe just guarding that truck with his life. Silver loses his life to Lang's rifle nade. Dyson's clearing up, Axe up on the back. And now Idle have themselves 3 or 4 players just surrounding the back of that truck. Very, very... Oh, Bob, 1, 2. Bob pushing in from these depot entrance. Self-killed. They're very, very vulnerable to a support fire at that back entrance. And I just wonder whether they may be able to pull it off.
Well, I'm watching HK as he's trying to keep his players up and running. They're guarding 3 on one side of the truck, 3 on the other, making sure that all entrances are locked down. HK getting into it with Spartan, and Spartan's going to do plenty of damage, trying to clear the way out for the U5 team to get that truck back underway. Idle putting up some nice defense and taking away more and more time, giving them more opportunity to beat the time and when they get control of the Allied side. These guys seem to be feeling very comfortable, the Idle team, with their defense of this truck. But finally, we are going to get U5 in there, get that truck on the way. Axe, Bob, a couple other players in there, but artillery support coming out from holds. 2 down for the count, and that is not a good position for U5 to be in. More time getting stolen away from them.
Very much so. Now, if we compare Idle versus Kinetic to Idle versus U5, there's a big difference. Kinetic got full held on supply at the crane controls, but U5 just started to actually challenge Idle a little bit more, push it on further. That Kinetic Idle game was absolutely amazing on radar, it has to be said. And Idle got a run for their money there. They may get a run for their money here. Support fire tossed in. A second one going into that tank spot. Wait for victim to that. There was already down to landmine. There it is! Nice, annihilates 3.
Wow.
One of them being his teammates, but Galahad and Spy will pick up the remaining U5 players.
Watching right now, you know, you see that support fire come through, and then it's complete and utter calm around that truck. Not a single player there, because they're all able to push out and watch for the next squad to come in for the Allied team. The truck right now very secure in Idle hands. 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go. I do expect to see a time, but this is not going to be a time that U5 was hoping for. We're going to be down to almost the final seconds. As long as they set a time, I'm sure that they'll feel better about it than getting held for the full 15 minutes. But, you know, with 1:38 left to go, and U5 Silver finally sneaking in and getting the truck just a little bit further, they cannot go this slow for the remainder of the map, or they will not make that exit.
They've already been held at 2 minutes and 30 seconds with this truck. Now Axe. Oh, double patch pass from Spencer coming in, just annihilating himself, suicide bombing them out there. Dyson and Lang racking themselves up 2 frags, but we're right outside that main entrance now. 1:13 on the clock. Mobile MG is HK in an interesting position to line up that main entrance, but the truck obviously provides cover from that, so it's not going to work. There it is again. Rifle dropped in by Lang. Special and Silver will pull it inch by inch by inch. And slowly, they think they can. They're getting it up that hill. 57 on the clock. They are going to do this finally.
All right, so we do have the truck swarmed by U5. The exit is in sight. Extraction point ready for them with 47 seconds left to go. The important point is that they have set a time. The tough part is...
Oh!
Right, whoa! Lane coming through with the mortar round. Stops them in their tracks, but they spawn just in time to continue the movement of the truck. And they will... Another mortar round. 3 down. 30 seconds left. They got to get someone in there. And sure enough, Alea touches the truck just in time to set a time of 14 minutes and 32 seconds.
Wow, Lang came into this, you know, the big players of this team are Dyson's, HK, and Hold. Lang comes up with that, puts on an extra 10 seconds, and let's see whether that could play hugely come the end of this. 34, 35, and for 31 were the top Idle stats there, and really you have to say that Idle played very strongly there, but there was a lot of encouragement for U5. A lot of, Idle are freshly warmed up. They've already played one game today. U5 just here, this is their first game. U5 will be happy with that. With every minute that goes on, they will sort of gain a little bit of confidence, a little bit more, and you feel that there's encouragement from that when we go to Gold Rush in particular. This one could go to 3 maps.
It really could. And you know what? It's actually good for Idle there. You're talking about they're gaining their confidence. Those mortar rounds at the end have to just really boost everyone. Just everyone's feeling that rush, that high of, man, we closed this one in style. Let's see what happens in this second half. Let's just rush through there and let's just obliterate that time. You have to know that that's their goal. The better they do on this one, the more likely they're going to do well on Gold Rush. I mean, they just want to keep their momentum going and really pick up on that and just go crazy. So,
very much so.
I want to give you a quick rundown if you don't know. U5 versus Idle. Playing for U5, it's Silver, Spartan, Bob, Special, Aaliyah, and Axe. Playing for Idle, Spy, Galahad, HK, Lang, Pulse, and Distance. These guys just about ready to go. We're waiting on one from each team, Pulse and Silver, to give the ready up. And then we'll get the second half underway. 14 minutes and 32 seconds will be on the clock. And we'll see how fast this goes. Will we see it go down to the final seconds? And will that extra 10 seconds make all the difference?
14:32 is about as good as a full hold anyway, so Idle will be happy. But let's see. 3, 2, 1. We are underway once again with Idle knowing it's in their hands to win this map. They're not going to utilize the Panzer on their offense. It's support by a toss forward, very, very deep. That one will just push all the way back to the tree. Made famous sort of by Junk 52, that one, I felt. And now it'll be Lang going down. Grenade using the momentum from Lang. Oh, not going to happen. U5 very grouped up in that bottom level. A Panzer would have absolutely raged them. There's 3 of them there. He's absolutely... Oh, there's finally a support fire going in. And now Lang will just hop, skip, and jump down between the support fire. And now he's in a great position with Axe not knowing he's behind you. Boom.
Watching inside, we have got a couple of Idle guys inside. We're looking for the engineer. It's going to be laying up here, waiting for his teammates to support him. Dynamite going down for Idle, and Dynamite has been planted using 2 engineers to get that in as fast as possible. 25 seconds left on the Dynamite. The Axis do have control of the forward bunker, but not for long. It's going crazy up there as they're trying to hold on. Idle wants to keep that forward bunker to save them some time. Idle playing already putting back down Dynamite at the rear spawn exit. So that's 2 Dynamites down for the Idle team. 13 minutes, 22 seconds left to go. No sign of a defuse. 3 seconds left on that lower Dynamite, and that forward bunker will be blown.
Now the U5 side just about in position now for the next stage. They would have liked to have at least put on another 2 minutes or so in that first stage. Very much against the runner plan for them. Now, HK and Idle about to make their push up the hill. Truck is slowly moving with them. They have 4 players just waiting for the fire effect to end. No need to lose their life to that. Spartan drops Dyson's with the MP40. Now the grenade goes in, finishes off his body. Galahad himself kills him. Push in once again. Support fire forward. The second one going across. Nicely timed. 1 to the gate, 1 to the command post. It's going to be Axe to take surrounded there. That's none of the support fires actually connected. Silver with 1. Spartan drops another special and Axe. U5 come alive here. And it's just a question of getting those gibs in and finishing that attack off. But that was very nicely done. But they're coming again.
All right, so we have 12 minutes, 27 seconds left on the second half of this first map of Supply Depot.
Oh!
Next attack coming in from Idle, but look at that. U5 special throws out the artillery support. 3 in 1 shot, and that's going to slow things down for the Idle team. U5 needs every second they can steal away, and they claimed a good one there. Watching around, the command post is still claimed by the Axis team. More explosions happening as Idle makes their next attack. We're watching for them. They're going to once again put some focus on the command post. Very important position for them. Looking for the covert ops. See if we get back to them up and running. We have a field ops out here. I see a lot of medics, but no sign of the covert inside. That could be changing very soon. Watching out here, where is that covert?
Well, it looks like they're just going to leave that command post while the Axis team are down. Lang goes, oh, trip specials landmine. How important could that be? HK with a revive. Where are the Axis team? Dyson's dropping a support fire in there, just missing the Axis 4. But Dynamite yellow, Dynamite now red on that main entrance. And U5 with 11 minutes and 22 22 seconds to go. This is looking pretty bad for them right now.
It really is. 22 seconds left on that dynamite. Watching around, no sign of either team. We're not seeing guarding. We're not seeing diffuses coming through. We're watching the time tick away on the dynamite. I'm still watching in all directions as it just kind of seems the dynamite with it. Spartan runs by it, but he's a field off, so he's not going to be able to defuse. And with 4 seconds left, that main entrance will be blown open. At the same time, Lang rotates back as an engineer, takes the command post, and these guys are just flying across supply depot. 10 minutes, 48 seconds left to go, and they're already on to the crane control stage.
Yes, they are. It's just a question now of U5 locking down these two side walls. If they can just keep it to them only attacking through that main depot gate, then it's easy to crossfire. But with Dino down on the east, and now an attempt on the west, and I don't see any shape of an engineer going towards the east, then they're not going to have that luxury of being able to put extra minutes on, as teams like Czech 6 will often do at this stage of a match. Now, support fire down, U5 debating whether to just hold on here or fall back and still have 3 players surrounding that truck. Looks like they're going to hold on for a while at least. Duran frag coming in by Lang. Aaliyah hits the deck, Dysons with the self-kill. Dynamite now yellow on the west depot wall. And really, now it's endgame. 10 minutes to hold on to that final stage. It will be monumental for sure.
Especially with the way that Idle's playing right now, really working as a team, sending 3 over to the west wall to get the dynamite down. They're getting dynamite down on both sides. They're guarding it. We will see all entrances open. 10 seconds left on one of the walls. And just following around here, looking at Idle's next attack. They got 4 going through the main entrance, about to head inside. And we're watching for the engineers to make their move on those parts. Leia from U5 up high, guarding those crane controls, trying to pick them off as they come through the doorway, able to get some nice Luger damage in on Galahad, but we are going to have self-kills as Idle going to start once again from the spawn, make another attack as a team, rushing in together.
Yeah, it's very much split up. They're not going to let a player like Rosetta, sorry, Dyson, influence them with an airstrike. Axe coming in with 1, 2, Martin dropping the 3rd, HK hits the next special, joining in on the fun, and this Idle attack is again hit the deck. Special pushing forward that time, Spot will follow in, down Dyson. I guess Special had a spawn coming up. Yeah, Silver with a self-kill. And Galahad, though, with that self-kill, will run in unopposed, hits the deck. Is that a mortar shot or was that a grenade? It is a mortar.
Pulse is set up as a mortar, back, all the way back at the Allied spawn, trying to do some damage, kind of mess with them a little bit and see if he can clear out the way for his team. 8 minutes, 46 seconds left to go. Idle grouping up, dodge, see the airstrike coming down, not going to touch them. They are now heading over to that east entrance, and they are going to come in attacking. The guns are raging. We have a one-on-one Spy versus Special, and a lot of death going on. And look at U5 able to clear out 1, 2, and 3. Feeling pretty good about that push. Can they hold them off for 8 minutes and 22 seconds? It's going to be a tough call with the truck now moving into position. Watching inside, any sign of the Idle engineers making an attempt?
Not just yet. Elia's up there covering it. But very clever play by Galahad. He pushed in from east while the rest of the attack was going on in east. He followed around, dropped down the back entrance spawn, came around and back raged some, and got himself up. Got a nice little way to clear out that defense. But, you know, nice. Oh, Silver and Special dropped by Spy's grenade there. They have to get back into position here quickly. U5. They are now up, but U5 can take off. They just added 2 minutes with that sort of mid-stage defense. Lang and Spy backed up by Holes. HK. 4 Idle players leading the charge here. 1 grenade would do him all the way. Duran's in hand. 1 medic's in the deck. Second to go to the side. No grenade is going to quite reach them. And Idle have 5 players. The Estonians are coming. Bob coming in with the second. Lang with a grenade, dropping Bob finally. Construction is underway. Is it going to be a Panther Faust? No! And Idle to clear this one out. There it is from Special. Too little too late. Allied side with 7:22 to get that truck home.
So the gold crate is loading up. Let's take a look at this truck. We do have U5 all around. Leia around front. Axe out there. Special as well. Distance trying to come in as it lines up. And check out that Panther Faust from Holt, clearing out the opposition and getting that truck underway. We have 2 guarding that truck. Spy in the flatbed. Holt on the side. They're going to do as much damage as possible to keep that truck moving with 7 minutes left to go. Okay, there's just no way that they're going to stop them from reaching it to the extraction point. It's just not going to be possible, especially since they have not been paused as of yet. Finally, Silver getting onto that flatbed, gets into a one-on-one with Spy. Oh, still alive. A grenade finally comes in, and Spy is ripped off that flatbed. Not before the rest of his team is able to come in and offer support.
Yeah, very nice hit by Idle. Either way, it doesn't matter what U5 did on their offense now. It doesn't matter if the time was long. This is going to be a pretty good time anyway. We're looking at 9 to 10 minutes, and that is your norm for fast to average time. And really, U5 set the tone with that slow offense themselves. But you have to look at this and say, let's compare SW Gold Rush and Supply Depot. The same qualities that Idle will have used here to be so aggressive will certainly come in handy on Gold Rush. And I just wonder whether that was the wrong map choice against Idle.
We're going to find out very soon at the rate this is going as we have the final pushes. The truck is trapped in the entrance to the depot, but not for long. The truck back underway. We have Idle all over the place. Going to come up here, swooping up in the front. We had a support fire out, not touching HK, so HK continues the run. His teammates are joining him, holds off to the side. There's no stopping this truck now. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go, and this time about to go out. Good games being exchanged for this first map. Coming up next, some Gold Rush. Let's take a look at this final time. Let me see. There we go. The final time is going to be 9 minutes and 1 second versus 14:32. Clapping going out this first round, very securely claimed by Idle.
Yes, it was, and it's just a question now of whether Idle can really follow up. If Idle can follow up and play their game, then they can do it, and that's what's beautiful about SW Gold Rush.
Now, I do want to give a note out to all of you on the interweb who are tuned into ETTV. The shoutcast delay apparently is drifting, but they're working on it, trying to get things matched up so that you can enjoy listening. Well, isn't Tosspot just great? I mean, you're great.
They've constructed a command
But, you know, so
post.
you can actually listen to Tosspot. Get that synced up and have it match what's happening on your screen. So they are taking care of that, just in case you guys are wondering out there. For those of you lucky enough to be here in the Intel Lounge, you don't have to worry about too much other than seeing our mouths move a little awkwardly on there. I like doing it because it almost looks like we're doing one of those kung fu movies when you start talking, but your mouth doesn't match, you know?
I don't know.
You want to fight kung fu?
No.
Do you not watch the old-style kung fu movies where the mouths don't match because they overdub and it's and then the English comes out and it just has nothing to do with what their mouths did?
We don't get that on the BBC.
You are that's very sad. You're just very unfortunate. I feel bad for you. You're such a child.
No. Jackie Chan is just boring.
I'm not talking Jackie Chan.
Kung Fu?
Jackie Chan is like now. We're not talking Jackie Chan. We're talking about, you know.
Okay, now let's remind people who are out here at the lounge. At 2:30, we will be giving away an Intel P4 Extreme Edition. It is
Where did that go? Did Blanks already pocket that one? I know he's been trying to, so. Oh, here.
Oh, that's the main train right there. The Kinetic guys have themselves a team mascot, and the mascot has himself a whistle for a train. And basically, whenever they're raging up, he just blows the whistle. You're on the pain train now!
There we go. That's lighting up. So here's the Pentium 4 processor Extreme Edition that's going to be given away here at 2:30. So you want to get yourself a ticket. They're over here at the booth. Get them picked up and get your chance to get in on the competition. It's going to be a Quake 4 match. It's going to be a lot of fun. All 10 machines in effect. But for now, let's focus our attention back to this very important match in enemy territory as we have U5 versus Idle heading into their second map. It's going to be Gold Rush. Playing for U5, Silver, Spartan, Bomb, Special, Aaliyah, and Axe. Playing for Idle, of course, we have Spy, Galahad, HK, Leg, Pulse, and Distance. We're wanting to see how this change, is there going to be any change? Are we going to see some fast times? Tosspot, are you watching the girls?
No, I'm just...
He was totally checking out Mousy out there, wasn't he? Like, oh, look at her today. Doesn't she look hot? The game's going on, and he's just staring off into space. Wow, there's a gorgeous chick out there, man. Bird. I'm sorry, Bird. I got to get it right.
We destroyed the side entrance. Construct the command post. Only 5 minutes, soldier.
What we have to see from U5, they're going to start on Axis, and I really think this game will be won and lost in the first sort of 3 minutes. If Idle can, if U5 can put on 3 to 4 minutes on that first stage, simply locking down that tank, and that is what now possibly the longest stage on SW Gold Rush, simply for the fact the way the map has changed, then Bob's your uncle, they might do this. But if they get sieged back, if they get pushed further and further back, and they end up having to do it all on the bank stage, we've seen U5, they don't respond to pressure that well. And there is pressure on this one.
There definitely is. I mean, this is a make or break. You've got to get some good times in here, or it's just over and done with. And we have a game to worry about here.
We do.
Stop chatting. Let's slap your hand.
I didn't want to offend the Quakecon Plasma TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. All right, so we're waiting for 4 more players to ready up. In fact, the entire Idol team pretty much sitting here, just kind of figuring out their strategies, making sure everyone's the right class and they know how they're going to start it out. They understand how very important it is that these first pushes be exact, that they get U5 off kilter a little bit, try to get as fast as the time as you pointed out. Idol, on the other hand, does not want to be held 3 to 4 minutes. They want to get that tank underway within that first minute and just fluster the U5 team.
Now we have another possible scenario here.
Oh, tell me about it, Tosspot.
If Idol win this,
yes,
it's an all-Estonian final with just one Slovenian in there. You know, you look at QuakeCon finals past and present, that's got to be a year record, an all-Estonian final.
That is pretty impressive.
And you look at the history of this genre, so RTCW, it was Swedes versus Americans. In fact, it was GMPO versus, Russia came second, sorry. Swedes versus Americans, and again, Swedes versus Americans, 2002, 2003. And now, the boys are back in town, the Estonians are here to rock and roll.
So we'll be looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here. Of course, we do have representatives from both teams out here in the audience. You hear them clapping either way when their team does what they want to see. And of course, you also sometimes see those faces fall when it doesn't quite work. But we do have the pain train out there.
Hold on, let's get another whistle up here.
Broken. There we go. Now it's underway. And we're just waiting for these guys to ready up, getting some final tweaks going on. Hope everyone's enjoying it outside of the event. QuakeCon 2005, fantastic this year. A lot of great booths. The vendors have been great. The BYOC has been going really well. And the tournaments have been fantastic to watch. So I just want to keep this going because I'm starting to get like a little antsy.
What's an antsy?
What's antsy? Starting to get all worked up with anticipation.
Ah, okay. That's true. But, and with every second
I taught you a new word. I'm so happy.
With every second that happens,
get out of here, soldier.
I don't think it's good news for U5. I think U5 are quite happy to play when there's no pressure on them, when they're the underdogs, when they're the team that, you know, they have very little to prove. And against Modus, you know, if they lost to Modus, then that would be fine. If they lost to, someone else, that would be fine. But this now, there's pressure on them. They were expected to beat Idol. They're expected to be in that final. After their performance against Modus, they have all this pressure on them because suddenly people are thinking, wow, can U5 be this underdog? And, well, right now, they have to ignore that. Nomad has to go over there and brainwash them and tell them this is a nothing game with nothing on it. Just play as you would normally.
So we're doing the Star Wars move. She's like, there is no pressure.
Well, we could do that.
Let's just wipe their brains clean.
Nomad, do you know Jedi mind tricks?
I would like to see it. He could just go in front of each of them.
We've secured the
East
radar part.
Do not worry. You have this game.
That could work.
But right now, I mean, there's plenty of time to do so.
The pain train is going over now. That's what they're going to do. They're all going to get on the pain train.
All right, so there they're going. Look at this. The entire U5 support crew is abandoning so that they can go down for their teams.
Pain train! Pain train!
It's very important to them at this point. What they're doing is they're going over to make sure.
Lek is screaming, please wait, because ETTV is starting.
Oh, okay. So basically, the whole U5 team has said, you know what? We talked about this yesterday. Nomad has to send the vibes to his team, and maybe he's come to the conclusion that being far away isn't the way to do it. So they are now going to go over in the general area where the team is competing, do the pain train, try to motivate the team to see if they can actually get themselves a nice long time to work with here. We've reset the servers. We want to make sure that everyone outside of the event can get on to ETTV. And of course, we do have audio streams running for those of you out there who want to sync up ETTV with the shoutcast. And for those who don't have ET, of course, we also have video available for them. So a little bit of something for everyone, whether you're here, at home, it's all going to be good.
Now, you got to give props to Greasegun. He didn't go on the pain train with his brother. He said, no, thou shalt not go.
He has a crush on you.
What is it, you know, who would have thought of a pain train and to bring a whistle as well?
Well, yeah, apparently it's got the conductor thing going too. Like pull down that whistle, get it going. So I mean, these guys, they're just getting psyched up. Sometimes you have to have those things that are recognizable, so your team knows you are out there for them. When they hear that, something clicks. It's like Rocky theme music. It just crescendos, and your heart swells, and then you hopefully set a good time.
Yep, very true. Now,
come on.
Now, what can Idol do to win this? Because it is Idol's game. Now, you have to look to Dystons for this. Dystons is no fear to pressure. Dystons has gone out, he's won Euro Cup, he's won game hosting, he's done it all. But, Dystons is the one here that now has to lead these players who probably have a little bit less experience. You know, Paul's from RTCW, he's he knows everything about pressure. He's played in a lot of big games, Euro Cup, and so on. But the rest of that team doesn't have the experience that maybe Hull and Dystons have. And they have to simply pull their team through, use that experience. And simply, Dystons right now is an animal.
We've got the thumbs up from ETTV. This match will be underway. U5 versus Idol, playing for U5 Silver, Spartan, Bob Special, Aaliyah, and Axe. Playing for Idol, Spy, Galahad, HK, Lang, Holes, and Distance. And this is time. Let's get this started. 3, 2, 1, and we are now underway. Idol trying to set as fast a time as possible here on Gold Rush. And of course, U5 looking to keep these guys off that tank starting out here. What kind of attack are we seeing, Tom?
Idol going to go straight through the main right now, filing in like that.
Wow.
On the landmines it goes. Bob, 1, 2, 3, mowing down them. Command post going up for the active side as well as the the deck. Only Halls is left up, and he's just all on his own. Idol having taken that first map, now have to push on. Now, you know, that attack can work. But when Spartan landmines are in just the right place, the grenade that was dropped in behind them forced them to move. They had no option. Run those landmines or get blown up by the grenade. Spartan was in a great position either way.
So we're going to see Idol on their next attack, trying to change it up. You know, they went out there trying to do a rush, see if they can get in. Didn't work out, so now we have a split attack. Pans are coming out from Special, clearing out Holt as he makes his attack. Idol all over the map right now. We've got Spy working with Galahad. They're making their way. They're joining up with HK, going around. We're going to have a split there as Galahad continues around all the way around up the ramp. Coming in from the back attack, joined by HK. Once again, trying to get inside. Now let's go ahead and jump ahead and see what's going on inside at this tank. Pretty calm inside, a lot of death outside, but we do have one Idol player trying to sneak in. It's going to be Distant. He's a field officer. Oh, wait a second. We had Lang in there, and he is able to get that tank underway while everyone else looks the other direction. 18 minutes, 23 seconds, and that is not what U5 wanted to see starting out here.
That is a schoolboy error right there. That is shambolic. To not have a single gun looking at the front entrance. Distractions are going to happen. You know they can come from one of 3 ways. But that is terrible. And really, they have to look at themselves in shame if they lose this one. Now, 2 minutes on that first stage. They would have wanted 4, 5, something bigger. Command post is up. That'll give them a different fight. Support 5 down on that main spawn. Again, Dyston's doing what not many other people have done in this tournament, other than maybe check 6, and that's lay down some support by the spawn, lay down some spam, lay down something. No form of spawn challenges, but in goes that MG42 from the tank, just lying down towards, just lying down towards that second spawn exit. Aaliyah dropping the grenade in there. Slowly they'll do this. They'll build up their attack, ready to go. They're on the bridge. Dyston's down and out for the count. Fire protection on that bridge, and Idol now will have to wait.
They're going to wait. They're going to get that tank back underway. They're hoping to get it done. Look at how close it was from that tank being in position. So they got to get their engineer in there. Their HK is going to make that final move now that this team is ready to support him. The tank in position, lined up, turret turning, and we are ready for the next stage to begin. The gold bank vault's blown open.
There's another benefit here. With that tank needing just an inch to go, it now has a full repair. You can only repair that, you can't repair that once it's blown up from its into position. But now it's there, they have this MG42, which HK is thoroughly obliging using, that can lay down fire to any location. So it's a big, big benefit for Idol right there.
Absolutely. Now we're looking inside as we have U5 setting up their defense. Axe gonna hold out just in front of those bank vault doors. The rest of the team, let's see if we can track some of those guys down. Axe still holding on inside. Spartan off the side as an engineer, trying to put out some nice crossfire for his team. Doing a good job with it. 1-2 down. He's going to continue with that MP40, holding off Idol as long as possible. Spartan also putting some landmines out there to try to distract the incoming forces. 16 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. These guys have got to hold on for all their worth. Take away as many minutes as they can to prepare for the next stage. But Distance coming in there with support fire. He manages to kill one of his opposition, but also takes a teammate down. Would have liked more from the opponents to go in that one, but things are kind of calm, but not for long as Idol making a push. Grenades coming out, and who's going to make it through? Anyone?
Yeah, Halls and Spy just going down underneath the old MG position will slowly push forward. U5 doesn't take out that tank ASAP. Hull HK is giving them some great cover with that mowing down special there. As they go back to this tank spot, we'll get one. Dyson ever present in the back of that goal. We'll grab it any second now. Drops bomb, and now it is all on Dyson. Can he make it a hat-trick? Oh, finally got to the tracks there. That was the important frag by Axe. Axe, though, avenged there as Galahad will make his way and pick up Dyson. HK with the Thompson frag, but now, finally, that tank is gone, and they won't have the cover. Objective picked up, 15:23 on the clock. If they don't stop this, then they are going to lose this match.
Absolutely not.
We've captured the forward
The good
bunker.
thing for them is they actually managed to get that tank out of play. Now, Galahad, as a medic, carrying that gold crate, trying to make it through, finally gets picked up. Not enough support. His team rushing in, spawning right before he gets ripped apart. They couldn't get there in time to get the gold crate and continue the run before it was carried by the Axis team.
The forward
By
bunker.
self-kill?
They're just
terrible.
Here, having access to our gold ball. We don't really care about the gold. We're just going to start over again.
Pretty much. Here we go. U5 surviving what could have been a big mistake there. 3 players up at the MG position. Silver down, second spawn exit. They have got this crossfire set up. Lang is destroying that crossfire one by one. Spartan, though, equalizing it up. Anything you can do, I can do better. Dyson's taking down a teammate. This idle side, 4 over the middle towards the front of that gold entrance. It's Galahad leads the charge. Lang going to go for the spawn rifle. We'll go. Spy hits it at Galahad, both down. That's the medic. Engineer down, Kid. And it's all on HK. One medic, one Estonian against an whole army of Americans. Leads the charge in his axe. He picked up Dyson for company, and now will be Silver to try and stop him. But HK and Dyson, with this causing trouble, may be able to give enough of a diversion for the rest of the respawning team to come in and do some damage.
Well, Dyson's still hanging in here. He's got a leg and a flank around. Finally taken out of the fray. Gonna have to wait for the next spawn to come in and play with these guys. Idle, however, on the next spawn, sending 4 in to go for the attack on that gold crate, following Galahad. Galahad clears out Bob, makes sure he's not revivable, checks the corner, switches weapons, and backs up to that gold crate. He's going to wait for a team. No, he's not. He's going to pick up that objective, but we have Spartan right outside the door. Spartan drops down, and we have, I think Galahad's going to come out here. There's a grenade tossed in. Axe just rolling that one in and returning that gold crate back into position. But here comes Idol. They're not slowing down for anything, and the objective picked up once again by Holtz. And where's he going with that crossfire?
Well, 4 Estonians in there to back him up. I've seen U5 really build up. That's a death wish right there. No medics made it out of spawn. And, you know, that just goes against what makes the genre so good. You need to utilize every class to make your attack and defense successful. Spy dropping bomb. He's out for the count. No truck barrier built at all. And when that gold does hit the truck, it will be easily, it will be moved away instantly. Axe dropping Lang, though he's not being tapped out instantly. And I wonder whether they'll go for a COVID off, take out that Satchel Jones construction on the barrier. Galahad dropping both of the engineers who went for that. Galahad still in position. Spy going to get picked up by him. Silver going to go through. They're going to definitely try to pick up a lead. They do so. Finish off Galahad, pushing through. Spy down as well. Where are those objectives, Trill?
We're watching, let's see, we've got Holtz, he was hanging out inside. I switched around to look at a few other people. Let's see if we can find Holtz once again. He is just chilling out in the background, trying to stay as far away from where any Axis will spawn in. Gonna kill revive his team to get them back up and running, but support fire ripping through by Axe. Galahad and Spy down, and Holtz is hoping that no one finds out where he's hiding. As his freshly spawned teammates come in, he's actually waiting down here in the U-turn where the tank is spewing smoke above him, so he's just waiting for the thumbs up. He's primed and ready to go. As soon as his team gives him go ahead, he will make that attack and try to get that loaded on. Here's Bob. He has tracked him down. They know where he is. He's getting slapped around by the damage, trying to help himself up. His team is supporting him, and with 11 minutes and 48 seconds left to go, Holt's been holding on to this gold for a long time, and here comes the move onto the truck. There we go. The truck has been loaded up. up in the final stages begin. Got the truck barrier in the way, but for how long is Dynamite about to be planted?
Yes, it is. What disappointed me there is they didn't really utilize the engineers enough. And first of all, they took a long time getting that barrier up. And second of all, landmines around that truck. He wouldn't have gone in there. He wouldn't have expected it. Didn't utilize what they needed to do there. U5 now pushing away. Leah on the defuse. 18 seconds on it. He might get it. He's thrown down. Backed up by Special. U5 putting time on this board. They'll be very, very happy with themselves. Holmes, though, is very unhappy and taking it out on these U5 players. 1, 2, 3, down with it, Thompson. Dyson's in position for the spawn range as well, if he can quite get there. Dyson dropping 1, and now it's a question of them going for a full-out spawn camp with 3 players.
We're watching as double Dynamite's going down. Lang and Holt's going to put it down there. Alea hiding somewhere unless they track him down. I think they must have. Double Dynamites within a second of each other. One of these is likely to go down, and they've got to take a pick here. With time sticks away from them, they got to look at this and say, okay, we got 1 at 14, 1 at 16. If you get the wrong one, if you have 2 engineers, it's not going to work for you. Here comes Alea off the spawn, trying to get to the defuse, getting revived by Silver. Silver gets them back up and running, but it is too late. Those Dynamites will blow. That truck barrier open, and the truck all the way through. Check that out. 2 Dynamite frags.
3, in fact. Hold.
Dynamite
4. He got himself. He got 2 axes. Oh, Dyson 1, 2, 3. That's his danger. He takes a Dynamite 3. Bonus button, double grenade, picking up Spy. Galahad, Dyson's in the deck. Not after. He took another 2 down with a Thompson. Dyson is going for the player of the tournament award right here, and he's showing why he was in check 6. We have 10 minutes exactly left to go. Either way, United 5 are going to be very happy with this time. It's very, very positive.
Only 5 minutes, soldier.
On SW Gold Rush, when probably 6 is the average.
Generator
very,
destroyed.
very good.
Get the goal.
All right, so we're watching Bob, Elias, Spartan all trying to get in there. Spartan the only one left, trying to stop that truck, but the truck is pretty much long gone. There's no catching up with that. Galahad continuing to escort it. No sign of the U5 team. We will see a time set here in any second, and that time will be, looking for it here, 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Very well played by the Idol team. Now, Todd, taking a look at this. U5, what are their options? What are they looking at?
Just play a game. Now the ball is in their court. You know, Idol didn't have a great round. Spy, 9 for 21. Gotta highlight that. Only player not to get into double figures. Not so great there. And, you know, the ball is in their court. SW Gold Rush, certainly Allied biased for sure. And with them having 10.5 minutes, an average time, 6 minutes maybe, they're going to be very, very happy with the way that panned out. Play their game. Do not rush it. Do not let the occasion get you. Do not let the fear factor get it. United 5 will take this to a 3rd match.
So what we've seen here, we saw the whole U5 team go over there, give their team support, keep them in the game, try to get as much time as possible. So apparently that up-close support is helping them keep their composure and stay focused on
the pain train's over there. The pain train is doing it for them.
Absolutely.
But with them going, we've got the Estonians here to give them support. Check 6 have arrived. And we're going to get this one underway in 3, 2, 1. United 5. 30 seconds, we'll either won this or we're going out of Quakecon in 3rd place.
So I'm following U5 as they get started here. Spartan and Bob running all the way across the map, preparing for their first attack. Grenades going in. The grenades coming right back at them. Special joining them as well. They haven't really made it very far yet, but they are sticking together, trying to get some revives in there. Bob waiting for the next attack, now coming through with the grenade. Tosses out just in time. No, he doesn't. He drops the grenade upon himself, and Bob down from this one. 9 minutes, 55 seconds left. Do we have any sign of action inside around that tank?
No, from what I can see, this is a very, very bad start from U5. Not made an implant anywhere. The Rams go up the back route. Silver and Axe right between the 2 landmines as well. Oh, Silver's going to trip one of them. Axe is down, and he tripped the landmine. Ugh, I'll screw that one up some more. Axe is going to make his way up this back entrance. Lang is down. Get the kid. Follow that wheel. Tapped out anyway, and now Axe is just causing mischief at that back. Dyson's dropping in, comes in with a second MP40 frag, but Pliers on the truck. Spartan picked up by Bob. Spartan's going to go for it. He's right in the way of it. Oh, Pulse grenade, insta-gib. But the tank is all but 50% done. They'll funnel through that main to try and finish the job.
Absolutely nice move by Spartan there. Bob also keeping alive. Here comes the next push. Alea launches through the air. That engineer down. 9 minutes, 9 seconds left. Here comes another engineer. Silver right there. Gets the tank underway. As they have it on its way. They're going to be moving through. Do we have signs of the tank barrier? Looking ahead, no sign of it being built as of yet. I'm looking down there trying to see if any engineers are coming out of the wings. Instead, you see U5 everywhere, clearing make it
gold
through to
crate.
stop that tank, continuing its way
defense
down
destroyed.
the ramp. And we're looking at a pretty good start here.
Second
Yes,
gold crate
very much
secured.
so. Still 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Fire Perfector's down. That tank might just miss that. Silver's going to move it in there. Dystons will get crushed. Oh no, he won't. He'll self-kill. And Silver pushing that tank through. United 5 in a very, very strong position. You said to any team that came to Quakecon, we'll give you 8 minutes and 21 seconds to attack the main stage. They'd say, yeah, I'll take that right there and then. They've got Axe with the Panther, trying to line up something on the floor. He's going to reel it away, lying in wait on that bridge, waiting for the call either from his team to push down or for an Axis respawn. Spartan dropping one of the top of the spectrum, coming in with 740. Axe on that last with the tank on his last limb is just lying in wait, just wonder whether he could swing this game.
Objective taken.
Watching as we have some revives going in. Bob in play, making sure his teammates keep running for that call. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. The attack is raging on for the U5 team. Spartan comes back in this one. Let's make our way through and try to figure out where these guys are coming from. They're going to go to that Axis spawn, do as much damage inside as they can. Any sign of U5 inside the goal or inside the bank, or are they just worrying about everything that's going on outside?
They made a push 2 over to the MG while they had 2 in Axis respawn. It almost worked. Could that 2-2 split work backed up with another maybe panda shot? Bob 1, grenade ATP following up, clearing house. Idle lose 2 there. And now Spark will drop down under the gold MG position. Switch 90, down Galahad, going around. Oh, brilliant stuff by Spartan. Quick enough 2 of them making his way around the back of this bench. United 5 have another one in the back of the net as well. It's special. They have this one. Where's Axe with the Panda Faust? I think he may have dropped it, in fact, to another class. No, he hasn't. He's in there. Dynamite is on that truck barrier as well. Axe could wield this one in their favor. They're all funneling out one by one. Where is the shot?
Objective taken.
Specialist basically ran through, not a shot hit him on that run. He's kind of like, wait, are we playing another team, or is this just like in warm-up mode? Because there's no damage coming my way. I saw all 6 U5 players out there in the marketplace. Dynamite going down at the truck barrier, just kind of having fun with it. They don't seem to have to worry about someone slowing them down. A few more seconds on that Dynamite, and the truck will continue. And we're looking at that time, 6 minutes, 26 seconds left to go. This one is going to be U5. We're going to move on to the third map.
This one is brilliant for U5. They have taken this, but not just taken it. They've absolutely steamrolled it. They've owned their opposition here in ways that, Idle did not do to that. Well, maybe they did on the Supply Depot, actually. But, it's very much a case of home map. Idle won their map. U5 winning their map. And now, in the process of elimination. And this is where it's going to get interesting.
Watching, I'm trying to track down the truck. It is continuing down the final turn. We are going to have our time set very soon here. We're going to end this next map, and we're going to find out, do we know what the third map is as of yet?
No, they have to eliminate. What could be tricky, though, U5 having 7 players, they rotate depending on the map. If it's Nomad that hasn't played yet, if they go to a Nomad map, who is going to come out of this completely cold 446 style. If they go to a Nomad map, who is so cold, he hasn't played today at all. I guess they haven't. He's just joined us right back here with the pain train movements. Nomad, if they go to one of your maps like Radar, will you play? Yeah.
Hear that? Look at him. He is so pumped. Whether he plays or whether he sits here cheering, he is happy with that play. 4 minutes and 46 seconds, a very nice time. And we've been talking about finding that motivation, ending a match or ending a map well, so that when you go into the next one, you're on fire. And I think that was the motivation U5 needed. We're looking forward to finding out which map it will be.
I gotta say, what I'm a little bit worried about here is the confidence factor for U5. Whenever they're confident, they seem to follow it up with a terrible performance.
So you want to go and break down their spirit so that they'll actually feel motivation to fight harder.
Yeah, we'll send No Thanks over there to destroy their spirit, and then they'll play brilliantly.
Right. No Thanks pretty much destroy.
He's picking his nose.
No, I don't think that's what he was doing there.
He was using his middle finger to pick his nose.
Yes, Tospot. I'll tell you a little something about us, North Americans and our fingers. The middle finger just means he loves you all the more. Just in case you were wondering. So we're going to wait to find out. They're going to be tossing maps here. We'll find out what that third map is. We're live here from the ETL Lounge at Quakecon 2005. It's inside the game. If you haven't seen us before, RadioITG.com. Come check us out. Look at Tosspot. Go to the forums, find his name, and send him messages. I love you, Tosspot. Tosspot is great. He's just so amazing. He loves it.
Isn't it time for a break now? Surely.
Well, I think we can go out to a quick commercial break and give some love to all the people who make Inside the Game possible. We'll be back here in just a moment. Don't forget, guys, if you're in the area and you want to participate in our raffle that's coming in up at 2:30, you'll have an opportunity for one of 10 spots in a Quake 4 tournament. We're going to be battling it out for an Intel processor. It's going to be amazing, so you don't want to miss out.
Do you not find it spooky when Ed just magically walks around and just stands there?
And just gives you the look?
Well, we're going to do a little LAN etiquette, EG style.
LAN etiquette. All right, so we're going to go out here for a quick break, come back in, and teach you all a little something special.
No, we're not doing it now.
Doing some IRC. LAN 101.
You want to do LAN 101?
Now?
No, after our break.
Oh,
After the break. They're just messing with us here, guys. So we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back on Inside the Game.
This is Inside the Game. You are a young, up-and-coming, computer-savvy individual, and you're both wired and jacked in with every conceivable mobility gadget at your fingertips. You are a fully modern creature, driving in the fast lane on the information superhighway. So what is this piece of archaic infrastructure doing in your house? Speakeasy is proud to present OneLink, a nationwide dedicated DSL connection that does not require a telephone landline. Why bother paying up to $40 a month to keep that phone line around just for your DSL? With Speakeasy's OneLink, you don't need to. You get a dedicated line that offers a superior connection and all the features of DSL, crazy fast speeds, a higher quality network, intelligent support without the hassle of that old-fashioned landline. Do yourself a favor and visit www.speakeasy.net to order Speakeasy's OneLink DSL service today. Put that extra $40 a month to good use and treat yourself to a lot of triple shot, half fat, no foam, extra hot, sugar-free, no wet hazel, like mocha lattes.
All right, enough of this music here. It's time for some more enemy territory. Tim coming in to give us hell at the Intel Lounge. This match has begun. We have United 5 versus Idle in their third map of this series. Playing for Idle Spy, Galahad, HK, Lane, Pulse, and Distance. Playing for U5, it's going to be Silver, Axe, Bob, Spartan Special, and Aaliyah. And how is it starting out here, Tosspot?
Well, it looks like a command post push early on by U5. They have funneled through. We saw them absolutely shambolic yesterday on this map, and I just wonder whether it will cause some problems, whether they can learn from what they did wrong.
Tosspot now in the proper view as I'm watching Bob, joined by his teammate Spartan. They're coming through. We're going to go through all sorts of people right now. I think my hand is hitting the wrong button. We've got Spartan making his way through, guarding that. Look at that, the old city claimed by the Allied team. U5 on the roll, battling over that flag. The Allied team will have a hold of it. They're going to spawn inside. They're already moving to the old city wall. Dynamite toss down here. We're going to get a plant special, blowing that wide open. 18 minutes, 52 seconds left to go. U5 is here to win it.
Yes, they are. They're in a very, very good position here. That first stage, what first stage? You know, Idle just absolutely mauled there on the first stage. You know, Idle should be good on this map. They have Gazetta from the team who made Oasis their home map, check 6. Gazetta should be able to pull this team through. Gazetta going under the name of Dyston's now in Idle. And really, he's playing sublimely. He's the one that'll win or lose this game for Idle right now. But U5, they have momentum, they have ability, they have the paint train. It's all looking good for them.
So I'm watching on the other side as we have HK hanging out for Idle around the other side of that cave, waiting just in case he wanted to put a landmine out there in case they took that route. Switching around, we've got an Idle self-kill. They're going to start over again at the Axis spawn at the other side of the map, waiting for those attacks to come through on the anti-tank guns. U5 on the other hand, let's get a lock on them. Devastated outside of that main exit up top. They're going to get revived, a complete medic revive going in. They're running, trying to make their push through. Any sign of an engineer coming close, Spartan just waiting for his opportunity. Gonna get ripped down, hoping for a revive. Not gonna happen, and U5 gonna be coming through once again. U5, not a bad start here, but now is where it really gets intense. What are their chances, based on what you're seeing so far, of setting an impressive time?
Well, it's Spy and Dyston's in the spawn. That's a very strong combination with Dyston. Spy's got to be on his game to keep Dyston's up and ready. Dyston's in that spawn with his fire for effects, backed up by Holmes and Galahad. Sorry, Lang and Galahad laying down the fire. That main entrance should be pretty well locked down. But U5 seem to be able to make it out of the tunnel a little bit more easier than they should be. They're in the back entrance now. They have 3 players there, and they have Silver, who's gone all the way up to North, almost unchallenged. U5 already worried that they're going to do what they did yesterday. Let's control the outside and hope they come to us, because they have to be aggressive.
Oh, yes, they do, and I'm really hoping to see some attacks coming through here, because I understand they want to take their time and they want to make sure that they're not being overly aggressive. They don't want to just send in their engineers like lambs to the slaughter, but also when you stand outside, you know, you start to get into that position where the grenades just come out, you're getting ripped to shreds. But we did have a push trying to get up there. A rifle nade comes through. Aaliyah is going to be down looking for the revive by one of the medics. The medic's not going to get in, so it looks like this time these guys aren't going to be content to wait outside and circle the troops. They're going to head inside, make some attacks. Hope to see another one coming soon from the U5 team. Trying to get locked onto an engineer here is Spartan in my view. Will he make it out of those tunnels? Comes out the other side, pretty much uncontested, but he's also unsupported.
Straight on through to the other side, mowed down by Holz's MP40, making it a second with the artillery on Aaliyah. And, you know, his idle side going for the very European, the very Czech 6-like swarm tactic in your face. No matter where you are, they will be there with rifle nades and bullets, and really it's working for them so far. But U5 having a little bit more luck than they did against Czech 6, with the simple fact that they are starting to make some headway. This idle side heavy on the self-kill, 5 self-killing there, and it just shows how confident they are that there's no U5 players about, because 5 self-killing when you have any opposition near you, you wouldn't do.
So the 5 self-kill isn't going to stop them as finally U5 comes rushing out. They're split all over the place, one going towards that north tank gun, the rest heading around towards the south. Silver sneaking inside right now. He's going to make his way across, just went past him, so we're going to look at Spartan instead as he's trying to come in off the spawn and regroup. We got the engineer moving in. Which one's it going to be? Is it Aaliyah? He's actually making it up the staircase right now.
Oh, great gimmick.
Not going to happen.
HK, phenomenal stuff there, coming in with a double MP40 frag. Importantly, he dropped the Leah, then he got the gib in before Bob came anywhere near him, then he mowed down Bob just for you know, some giggles. And he's now got to pick up his teammate Lang, who's just beneath him. Looks like there are some more U5 players. One got dropped in that south arch, but U5 already a touch more aggressive than we've seen them yesterday, but really, really struggling to actually get in, actually make a plot. And south is one thing, but north right now, they haven't even touched. Special drop into a mortar now. I wonder whether that could work for them.
Following Silver, heading inside for U5 as a medic by himself, trying to drop fire, gets ripped through by Spy's MP40. We're going to drop back to Spartan as he's making his way through, trying to make a push, looking towards that north tank gun, heads inside, finds Lang before Lang can toss down a landmine, starts to go up the stairwell, but finally the landmine, another one in his way, and he's going to get obliterated, unrevivable this time, going to have to start once more from the beginning. 14 minutes left to go.
I'm obviously worried about something. Holds has switched to a second engineer. I just wonder what they were worried about. Maybe they thought someone had broken through, but they hadn't. From what we can see, at least, south and north both still crystal clear. Special not drop into a mortar, sorry. He dropped to a Panzerfaust, and actually is yet to come up with a frag with that. Now, Idle, very happy with the way things are going. Dykstons is here, there, and everywhere. They've got Lang roaming in with a couple shots. There's Galahad and HK coming in with their own frags on that south end second. It's always 2 people going into south. It's never 3, never 4, never anything, you know, big. Where
U5 feeling pretty good. He's 4 move over
maps.
and the go follow coming together, guarding 23, 4 seconds left to go.
Nice.
Here comes Idle inside. They're going for the boost.
Oh, yeah!
Grenade comes through, followed by support fire, and that's going to slow Idle down once again. 13 seconds left to go. Another support fire rips through as we go for the boost, and the good.
Idle have HK on the bridge though with 5 seconds if he can get there. He's being pushed back. Galahad with a chance. 3, 2, 1. United 5 are going to the finals to face Czech 6. The crowd love it. And now Idle take 3rd place. It's been an amazing game. 4 maps. 4 straight maps of pure, beautiful enemy territory. And wow.
Very amazing play. Now, we're going to go out to a quick break. When we come back, I'll have an update on whether or not we're going to get the next Miss Quakecon Quake 3 match. We're trying to keep the action going for all of you guys on this final day of competition here at Quakecon 2005. And of course, for those of you around here at 2:30. All right, so anyhow, we're going to go out to a break really quick here. We'll be back on Inside the Game.
Right back there.